All right, everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be working on our lead cut kick or our inside low kick or our inside cut kick. They're all the same thing. We're going to work the footwork, and then we're going to talk about the hips, and then we're going to talk about our guard. So first things first, when we throw our low kick, we're going to need a new bit of footwork. It's called a pendulum step. I'm going to take my rear foot, and I'm going to put it directly underneath my body, and I'm going to stick my toes out. So it's called a pendulum because I want to keep almost the exact same amount of space between my feet. So as my rear foot comes forward, my lead foot wants to come out. And we're creating a little bit of a pendulum. So if this is my head, my bottom half is going to come through like a pendulum. I'm not really going to move my head back. I'm definitely not going to move my head forward. It just basically stays where my top half stays where it is, and my bottom half does all the work. So as I throw the low kick, I'm going to lash my hip in. It's not necessarily a pivot on the back foot, but I'm going to whip my lead hip in. So I really want to turn my thigh across the kick. So when I throw, my shin turns over, and that's just done by my hip. Third, I want to think about my guard. When I throw my low kick, this inside cut, I don't want to bring my head forward. I don't want to put my head back. My head basically stays where it is when I start the kick. It's the appearance of my bottom half going one way and my top half staying. I don't lean back. Boom, 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 boom. Lastly, I want to keep my hands up. I want to keep my right hand, either I'm going to cover up right here or I'm going to answer the telephone, but don't let this hand come down. And the lead hand is going to go between the two of us, almost like I'm posting. So when I throw, I'm going to keep my lead hand up and my rear hand is going to either cover up or answer the telephone. So there are always 3 points of contact. 1, my chin. 2 is my hand. 3 is my elbow. If I miss any one of these, it's no good. So when I throw, boom, 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 boom. Cool, so that's our inside cut kick. I'm gonna work on a foam roller again to take a little bit of a close-up shot, and then we're gonna hit the bag, and then lastly, you're gonna see the footwork one last time. Sound good? Great. Okay, great. So this kick attacks my opponent's inside thigh. So I want to line up my my foam roller with my own rear leg, because that's the line that their lead leg is going to be on. So when I throw this kick, I'm coming across and I'm going to be throwing my shin about 45 degrees up. A lot of times people get when you're starting off, people kick each other in the groin with this shot. So you got to really make sure that when you throw, you're throwing 45 degrees and you're cutting over as opposed to straight up. So when I throw this kick, boom, 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 boom. I definitely don't kick up. Always got to think about turning your hip over so that by the time you've made contact, your shin is turned over and your trajectory is this way, not up. So I'll throw one and I'll knock the thing over. Oh yeah! All right, let's go hit the bag a little bit. All right, welcome back. I'm going to be throwing this low kick 1 to 3 inches to the inside thigh. Sorry, 1 to 3 inches above the knee on the inside thigh. So now I'm going to be hitting my opponent's inside thigh on their lead leg. I'm going to lash that kick out and come right back to guard, keeping my hands up the whole time. I'm going to throw a couple of these, and then we're going to go back and take a look at some footwork. So I'm not really going to be gaining a lot of ground from here. So I'm inside jab range or just outside of jab range. We're not going to be throwing this from too far away. And I definitely don't want to throw it from knee and elbow range unless I'm sweeping out somebody's foot. So I want to hit that inside thigh with my pendulum kick. So hands are going to stay up, and as I throw my kick, I'm going to let my toes point away so that my hips can turn and face that same direction. So it's okay if this kick feels a little flicky. It's all right. It's not supposed to be a power kick. Sure, you can do some damage with it, but what you should be thinking about doing is keeping your opponent on their toes and keep smacking that inside thigh. Although this kick is easy to land, it's also very, very easy to defend. All right, y'all, let's go look at this footwork. All right, so last little bit on the inside cut kick. Obviously, I'm gonna pendulum my feet in, and then on my way back, I wanna put my foot right back to where I started, and then pendulum out. So in, out, the whole time keeping my shoulders over top of my hips, and basically my bottom half is what's moving. My top half really isn't. So one thing to remember is that you shouldn't think about trying to kick through this one, because like I said a couple times, it's really easy to make somebody miss, or it's really easy to defend this kick. So if I boom and I whiff through it, I'm exposing my back, and that's a big no-no on Muay Thai. I don't want to let somebody have my back so willingly. So with something that doesn't necessarily score very high, it doesn't make a lot of sense to try to kill somebody when you're going to be in a very compromised position when you inevitably miss the kick. So when you throw it, boom, it's okay if you miss, just bring it right back. It's not a leap of faith. All right, everybody. Thanks for checking it out. See you later.